One of the best ways to teach a sit is to actually use a food lure. So when you do this, you pretend like the food is glued to the end of the dog's nose, and the dogs naturally want to follow it up. And so you'll see their head tip back, their bottom goes down, and that's when you've got your first sit. Just be ready to mark it as soon as it happens. As soon as it occurs, use a good and then reward, or you can use a click and then treat right after. Let's try it, B. Okay, B, you ready? What I like to use is a bigger food treat that you can treat them numerous times on their way into the sit. So B doesn't know a sit yet, so we're gonna go ahead and teach her in little steps. So see her head's tipping back, and I wanna keep it low enough that she doesn't wanna jump up to actually get the treat. So just little pieces as she's tipping back. And I'm holding it low enough that she doesn't wanna jump up in the air. Good girl! And as soon as she sits, I'm gonna lower the treat, and I'm going to reward her while she's in that sit. Because a lot of dogs, as soon as they get into the sit, they want to pop right back up. Good girl. Good girl. Good. So I'm going to move my hand back just a little. Good. And as she stays sitting, I'm going to go ahead and treat her. Good girl. Okay. So go ahead and give them a release word to let them back up whenever you'd like. Now the other way to teach a sit is to use clicker training, and you actually capture the sit when it happens. So what I like to do is have the dog on leash, that way they can't wander around the room and they're close to you, which makes it more likely that they're going to sit. Now you can use a clicker, or you can even use a word such as good as soon as their bottom hits the floor. So for her, I'm just gonna wait for it to actually happen. Treat. Good girl. Okay. Now to add the word to the sit, how do you actually do that? So with lure training, it's really important that you move from having the treat in your hand to having no treat at all. So one of the best ways to do that is to have your hand still shaped like you have the treat. As soon as the dog actually goes into the sit, go ahead and mark it with a good, or use your click, and then grab your treat and reward the dog. So when you say your word, you want to bring it in 1 or 2 seconds before you actually do the hand motion of the sit. So I'm going to say the word sit, pause for a second, and then I'm going to go ahead and move my hand. The reason for this is that a lot of dogs pay way more attention to your physical cues when you're moving your hands or your body or even head movements than they do your words. To make your words significant to the dog, you have to make them pay attention. And the way to do that is to say that before you do any body movement. Ready? Sit. Good girl. And she did that one all on her own. That was perfect. What a good girl, B. That was perfect. Now, if you want to teach it on a hand signal, very easy. All you have to do is just do your hand motion like this. So it may at first be the big hand motion like that, and as your dog gets good, it can just be a little tiny hand motion. Dogs pick that up, and they are very perceptive of every single move that we make. Now to add in the word for capturing the behavior where the dog just does the sit right on their own, what you want to do is as the dog starts to move into the sit, say the word sit right as they're doing the motion. So with putting the word right before the behavior, what you want to do is look for little cues that the dog is showing that they're going to sit right after. Sometimes it's a little shift in their paws, sometimes they stand straight and then they go back. Watch what your dog does right before they sit. And what a good dog. And the more that you actually reward the dog for sitting, the more frequently they're going to do it. Now, B loves petting. Some dogs love play. Some dogs want to go out on a walk. Whatever it may be, turn the sit into their go-to response to get what it is that they actually want. And it may just be that fun walk with you in the morning. Now remember, every dog learns at his or her own pace. If you want more information on how you can train your dog, go to vetstreet.com.